All right, welcome to week 52. I didn't realize, but my count is off by a week. So if you've ever checked your calendars and realized Warren has miscounted his week thing, so that's what happened. I don't know where I went wrong, but probably in the last 2 months somewhere. But yeah, that's okay. All right, cool. We had a great SVOG meeting. I don't know if the recording's up. We'll check. I'm in half the session off extemporaneously off talking. What do we have to go over? Like on balance volume, PCR, kind of. Zero DTE. Yeah, cool. And then we got some fun idiots of the week, and I found a good quote. I don't know if it's relevant, but I felt like I need to put it somewhere. But it said, "The slaves in this world don't want to be free; they want to be slaveholders themselves." And yeah, the religion of envy is very dangerous. Cool. Speaking of losers, we got some fun ones. We got a $2.8 million loss here for the first one. This person blew up their accounts. This genius doctor to be blew up $100,000 before starting medical school. That's so juicy. That's good. Uh, this idiot went all in on AMD. This person lost their family nest egg. And this one has some weird freak tax loss harvesting accrual thing that I don't understand that I want to
Oh,
show you
is it
guys.
watch sales? Because I gave you guys a link on Saturday.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This guy did something even weirder. I'll show you guys. But yeah, our usual retards. And shifting to our market news, we'll go over our indexes really quick and we'll look at fear and greed, which has moved quite a bit week over week. Almanac is playing pretty nicely as well. And we want to talk, earnings season's kind of on the tail end. We'll take a look at our counterparty. It's a slow week. This might be kind of pointless. But yeah, getting to the news cycle, we do have a lot of developments there. Looks like we have to retire this beloved meme at some point. I'm sure Trump will give us something fun to replace it with. And yeah, here's US corporate profits. I went through my backlog on Reddit just to pull up relevant diagrams that we haven't reviewed in time. But yeah, um, I don't like to scream uh what's the phrase? Like corporate greed, but the numbers don't lie. And I have looked at like 10Qs and stuff, like with McDonald's at least, and it is factual. So um usually it's a lot of lefties and dumb commie kids that scream, corporate profits, but the numbers don't lie. So unfortunately I do have to concede that. But yeah. And then on the Black Swan list, we do have a pile of updates since we've last chatted. So Azerbaijan's airplane was supposedly hit by a Russian missile on Christmas Day. Like this is just bananas. And we do have drama between Finland and Estonia with their undersea power cable going dark as the Russian Shadow Fleet tanker is investigated. Plus, there's that one liquefied natural gas tanker that's just like couldn't find a customer in all of the Black Sea that's just spinning around. And then what else? There's more drama across Yemen. It's just crazy. Plus, we got Biden's boss trying to sell more arms after Christmas strikes. And then, yeah, here's that weird little sanctioned natural gas ship just puttering around. Like, we want to sell our stuff. Oh, poor ship. And then Mossad comes out and just openly brags about the pager attack. Holy shit. And they're saying they didn't know anything about October 7th. Yeah, kiss my ass. Uh, Bonkers. And if you guys haven't seen this, the Luigi situation, the deep state is openly laughing at us at this point. This is Oswald, the uniform, the look, the aesthetic. Like they're just openly trolling us at this point. And did you guys know Luigi's lawyer and Diddy's lawyer? are married to each other. It's like, ah, yeah, the puppet master is very good. Like, what are they distracting us from? We have all kinds of questions. All right. So Black Swans and then Theaters of War. I guess that's actually overlaps, but yeah. And then I did post a meme last week. So yeah, if the Fed cut rates, why are mortgage rates also going down? But yeah, we'll take a closer look at that. And then in domestic news, we'll look at this is just an interesting poll among I guess my demographic. But yes, college age voters consider CEO killings acceptable. While I don't disagree, this
I
the
didn't want you to,
oh
yes, throw another piece in.
pardon me, Dave. I'm gonna mute you for a second. Okay. Uh, but yeah, this sets a bad precedent. So um the guillotine should be carefully used. Because if you guys know your post-Enlightenment history, this became known as the Age of Terror in France. And the original committee that was ruling for quite a bit in the beginning all got their heads chopped off themselves. So yeah, when you have a guillotine in the town quad, um, you should run. Everyone involved is going to get their head chopped off. So yeah, and that scenario is coming. We are way too divisive. It's kind of like Clemenza explaining to young Michael, every 10 years it gets rid of the bad blood, or so. So yeah, we're overdue for some bloodshed, unfortunately.
But the thing, the part that I don't fully disagree is that folks associate the problems to a CEO, but they forget that CEO is just a puppet, right? I mean, the CEO is someone that they put there to
Right,
raise
right,
the profits that they want, hedge funds or owners, whoever they are.
right,
It's in a marketplace and they pick a puppet to say, hey, I want 32% return on this thing in 1 year, and that's it.
right.
So the CEO is not the problem, it's just the puppet. The problem is the model, the business model, right? So
Right. So if I'm not saying like let's hypothetically, if you wanted to make some splashes, this is the list you play with. The Vanguard Board of Directors. Now, if heads roll on this side, trust me, things will move.
right. Yeah.
Uh
And
yeah, I
poor
don't know.
guy. And they kill one, they replace with another one that has to raise the profit even higher than the last one. It's just a puppet, poor guy.
Yeah. But we don't like this is complicated. This is just so convenient. Again, I don't know. Like, what is this really distracting us from? Is my real concern.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. The
He's
point. Yes, that's the point.
yeah.
Yes.
This is pure distraction. So yeah, cool. Fair point. And then other fun domestic news. No doubt you guys are just as perplexed as me. Like we're making money, but most people are losing their jobs. Yet the restaurants and the malls are full. So obviously it's revolving credit to the rescue. So we'll take a look at the credit card sector of revolving credit, which is not counted in M2 money supply, but should technically and other fun demographic stuff. We talked weed a little bit on Discord, and I thought this was kind of relevant. What Kurt and his wife they put their IRAs in Tilray in ACB stock. Kurt, what's going on? But yeah, a lot of youth are substituting weed for alcohol, and technically, I wish kids weren't on either, but I guess it's a better outcome, all things considered. DUIs are horrific, so if this can reduce that, I would be reluctantly for it, I guess. Yeah. And then you guys remember when we used to talk about Tesla inventory, and I saw a nice update bubble up, and it looks like Hertz has been downplaying their ineffectual auto sales. So we weren't seeing their inventory actually get moved. It was actually getting delisted. So we can go back to the Hertz car sales and just take a gander. And I still vaguely remember our values. So it was like, $18,000 could buy you $100,000 Model 3. That's 2 years old. We'll take a look at the inventory. This should be fun. And then over the weekend, or over the week, you guys probably saw that both Party City and Big Lots have closed their doors permanently, like overnight. No bankruptcy protection, just straight, to the cleaner. So we'll take a look at that. It's not really tradable, but I think the business model's collapse is a good foreshadowing of the commoditization of the low end market that we'll see continue. And this is why the rise of the super retailers or the super discount retailers has been blowing up between Walmart and its affiliates and Costco on the other side, right? And ironically, intel from China is, what's been booming in like in Shanghai? The Sam's Club, ironically. And even though it's not the cheapest store in town by any stretch, the Chinese, and especially the upper middle class Chinese, are flocking there because at least with the imported American goods, it's the real shit. There's no food safety hazards to worry about. And it's just purely ironic that, despite the propaganda at the street level, people know who's, fucking them over. And it's the Chinese vendors, it's not the American vendors. So can you imagine that? Like cadres and their families are shopping at Sam's Club, incognito to not make it look obvious. And for as much shit as Beijing talks about, of America, they ship all of their wives, mistresses, children, and money to the West. And anyone who's anyone has already left China. Like if you're stuck there, you're stupid or you're poor or you're not connected enough. Like it's still that bad. But yeah. All right, cool. So that's that. And let's see, what else do we have? Pivoting to real estate, this is our screenshot from last week. So this is ITB, the Home Builders ETF. So we got the developers there. We had Lennar's earnings come out last week, and it was a disaster for their inventory. Margins were still good, so they have some room to cut back, but they're sitting on exploding inventories. So this is going to be a disaster. And so yeah, the put call ratio last week was almost 12. And I have a snapshot from this morning. It's almost 13. So yes, in case you didn't get a chance to jump in on this trade, it might be exciting. So take a look at that. And this almost qualified as an idiot of the week, but it was very real estate centric, and it reflects my generation and cohort. So this idiot bought a house, and things went sideways really quickly. And I'll show you what's up. And it's very Bay Area-esque. Like this guy's, gambling with his with his stock options and whatnot. It's just hilarious. And I'll show you guys this in just a bit. And then pivoting to tech news, we got a couple of fun updates. So yeah, it looks like Microsoft purchased the largest clump of GPUs from NVIDIA, turns out. So making some moves there. So we'll take a look. And then what else? I got better AI data center analytics here. So we'll take a look at GPU investments across the Mag 7. So that should be fun. And oh, regarding layoffs, I saw a good Reddit comment in one of the HR threads, and someone said management is not a position anymore. Management is a social class. I was like, holy shit, that is true to a significant extent, especially if it's DEI adjacent. Like you can't touch those mofos, at all. Like they can commit blatant atrocities, and it'll be impossible to get that gay black guy fired in HR. Ask me how I know. Uh, good times. International news, I think we're a little light here, but yeah, just one article. Um, I don't think anyone needs to know over terrain coyote routes, but we'll take a look at where a lot of the illegals are moving. And primarily, this is for the two-legged human cargo and for the white powders that are being moved by the Albanians into Dutch ports. They rule the cocaine trade in Europe. Yep. Cool. Oil news. This is good. We haven't talked about this in quite a bit, but I think this is the Howard Hughes, the Baker Howard Hughes rig count. And I had saved this in Reddit, so I thought we take a look at this. This number, no doubt, will change with the new administration. But yeah, it's still on a decline, at least at the moment. So that's the current trend. And with crude right now sitting at $69, that needs to move quite a bit for drilling to really pay off. So we'll keep our eyes on this. And I think that's it. A little bit of China news. There's a fake 6th gen fighter that was released, utter bullshit. And this is fun. This is a Chinese patent for cutting undersea cables. My, the things you can find online. So yeah. So yeah, questions, comments? That's this week's light articles. All right. Let's see. All right, let's start with our quick poll. Where do you think the S&P 500 will go by next meeting? Okay, you should see the poll on your screen. All right. Looks like we got half the room. Oh, we got Wani here. Welcome, Wani, all the way from
Hey, good
Austin.
morning. Good morning. I totally forgot it's Thursday.
Oh, no worries. We're just having fun.
Yeah, completely forgot about it's Thursday today.
How was Texas?
Oh, Austin, it's kind of nice. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
Where are you guys staying?
My son's house, Kyle's
Oh,
house.
oh, he has a house. Oh, cool. Wow.
No, 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 no. He's renting. He's
Oh,
renting.
oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, he's renting here. So
Well, like which part of Austin is it in?
he said northwestern part of Austin. So I don't know exactly where.
Oh, okay.
Northwest somewhere.
Okay, let's see. Our poll says 40% bullish for this coming week and 40% sideways and 20% bearish. I think that's very fair. Excellent. Cool. Let me share the results. There you go. Is the weather decent in Austin?
A little bit this morning. The sun is coming out right now.
Mm.
It's actually pretty nice, the weather. I mean, it wasn't cold. I thought gonna be like super cold, but it wasn't. So
Hmm.
it's kind of like the Bay Area.
Hmm. Cool. Uh, the
Northwestern part. I don't know
Northwestern.
where.
Okay.
His
Uh,
company is near about it's called Firefly Aerospace.
oh, cool. Oh, cool.
So
Nice.
oh, 30 minutes. Wow, 40 minutes away
From downtown. Yeah.
from where he is, I think.
Yeah.
It's quite a way.
Uh, but yeah, I'm sure you'll find good barbecue and stuff.
Yeah,
Black
yeah.
and tan. There's all kinds of good stuff out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll take you around. You'll have a great time. Get some slow killed brisket. Oh, that should be amazing.
Yeah, he knows a few places that he wants to take us to. So
Okay. There's what gun range should I go to in Austin? You can rent automatics, which is a little bit hard for California folks. Oh yeah, it was this place. This is hella expensive, but it's a nice place.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. They have
Yo,
automatics.
Conrad.
They have automatics. So yeah, if you want automatics for West Coast, it's basically Texas or Las Vegas. That's
Mm.
about it. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy expensive. Like you will burn through a 30 mag in just like 2 seconds. It's ridiculous. But yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, let me drop this in the chat in case you want to take the voice. Everyone will
But
be a fan.
no, I'm not doing this sort of thing. They know where to go.
That's right. Kyle's the is the fun one of the three. That's right.
Yeah, he's the party one.
That's right. All right, cool. Let's see. American Association of Individual Investor Sentiment Data. Looks like they're not so happy on Christmas. Interesting. Why would I be fearful if I'm 65 years old? What would I be scared of? Inflation? Dread of 2025? I guess. Yeah, that's interesting. This was not expected. Okay, good. I like that they're scared. Okay, that means more volatility for us. All right, cool. Let's double check if our content library has our recent meeting. I got so many emails from attendees. I'm still getting back to everybody. Oh, it's here. Yay. Okay, so yeah, if you missed it, yeah, I mean, if you've seen me on Trader Talk, I go over like what we talk about briefly, and I talk a little bit about zero DTE. Um, I need to write like a SOP or something. There's just a lot of nuance to it that it's hard to explain because I'm still learning myself. But um, I think I've lost enough money and made it back successfully that like I think I know what not to do at least a couple times. So yeah, that's on my to-do list. Cool. Okay, fun stuff. All right, idiot of the week. Got a couple amazing ones. I really want to start with the doctor one. So let's look at the doctor first. All right. All right, so this idiot, oh my God, I didn't realize
Oh,
his handle is beautiful. His screen name, addicted to vaping. Oh my God. Of course he's trading stocks and options on his phone. Oh my God. What an idiot. All right. So let's take a look. Um, blew over 100,000. All right. All right. So he's lost 94,000. He has $5,000 left, $3
wow.
in cash. What is this shitty little ETF? PaySafe? What is PaySafe?
PaySafe. Oh, I think it's a storage company, right? PaySafe,
PaySafe
is it?
stock.
No, maybe not. No, no, no. It's a buy now, pay later type of company.
Online payments? Online payments. Uh, it's headquartered in Bermuda, which is, that's how most offshore crime starts. I'm not familiar with this. It's a Russell 2000 thing, online payments. Okay.
I heard of it. I heard of it.
Okay. Is this liquid enough? PSFE? PSFE. You would think a medical doctor to be would play something smarter like NVIDIA, but no. They're going to play weird, esoteric, 30-year-old payment gateway plays with no liquidity.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Why would
Mon
anyone trade that?
Monthly contracts with bid-ask spreads as wide as the Titanic to drive through. What is going on here? Um, yeah. Clearly he was vaping something else besides nicotine. We'll look at his post history in just a bit. But yeah, and what's his browser interface? Is this some janky? This isn't Fidelity. Is this
But
it's
he
almost
lost the money in the warrants, the slash WS, isn't that warrants?
is that WS?
Oh,
Is
yeah,
he in
yeah.
Canada
He
or
put
or Europe?
95,000 in that
Wow.
quantity.
Okay, yeah. So wait, remind me again, the warrants needs convertibility, stock warrants.
Yeah, it's kind of like a weird call option for the future.
Yeah, like it's a dynamic price, right? Unlike convertible bonds.
It depends what they say. Sometimes it's like $10.
Okay, it's just okay. I don't know, but so
And many times they trade at a discount, but like certain things have to happen, I guess.
so he's up 287, but he lost 85K
Well, that day
that day.
My
he's up for the
God.
day, down.
Do a lot of companies still do warrants? I don't think so,
In the
right?
beginning,
Yeah, I don't think not anymore.
And this isn't as Roth, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep,
Game over. Wow.
Roth IRA. Well, he doesn't have to pay his tax.
Maybe you
well, he
don't have to
paid the
go.
tax. He paid the tax going in,
Yeah,
and
and
now
on the front.
it's gone.
Can he tax harvest the 3,000 forever?
Nope,
Maybe
nope,
not
not
that
in an IRA.
95,000.
That's right. It's out.
Lose
Ah,
95,000. Wow.
stupid vaping kid. Let's see what else he posts. Oh wait. Out of all the comments, I think this one hurt the most. Let's see what someone said. Um, what's the parent? About as smart as a nurse practitioner. Oh, shit. Okay, okay. All right, let me explain. Okay, so yes, so the most painful comment this guy said was this, which is about as smart as a nurse practitioner. All right, so in the nurse hierarchy, the queen bee is the nurse practitioner. You could equate that like a master's degree level. Yeah, it requires like a certain portion of grad school. So in the medical hierarchy, it's physician, physician's assistant, nurse practitioner, and then everyone else. So this is a doctor insult. Okay. Yeah, let's see his total post history. If we can figure out what he does besides vape a lot of marijuana and nicotine. Pre-med, medical school. Is he Asian? This sounds like a dumb Asian kid. Um, Plays Halo. Okay. He's just stupid. I think he's a dumb Asian kid. Wait, hold on. He's not Asian. He's Asian? I can't tell. His hands could be. I'm not sure. That is really hairy for Asian. That's like Japanese hairy. Competitive Halo. That's kind of gay as fuck. Um, what a loser. Anyway, all right, whatever. Go play your video games on Robinhood or whatever browser he was or broker he was using. Okay.
Are you allowed to make those kind of transactions in an RA account? I didn't know that.
They'll take your money if you want to lose it.
Really? I
Yeah.
I
I mean,
thought. Well,
You can buy you cannot have a margin account, but you can buy with your cash. You can buy options. You can do stuff. You
yeah,
can
so
even do spreads options. Yeah.
But there are also certain limitations to what kind of spreads you could do on your IRA account too. Like you
cust
can do all those fancy, uh,
custodian dependent for sure, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Tasty will give you the max allowed.
Well, yeah, Tasty is they'll take all the bets you can handle. Trade small, trade
Very
often,
small
right?
trade often. Take all
With your
your money.
IRA, with your Roth. The, who is Tom's British boss? Like we really want to know who's the dark hand behind the showman. Okay, so that's the first idiot of the week. Hope you guys feel better about yourselves. Um, and we can be super racist and look at MCAT scores in just a second too. Don't have a black doctor. It's okay. I, I'm already blackballed. Like, what else are you gonna do to me? All right, loser number two.
Boy, 8 million realized loss?
2.8, 2.8.
Wow.
Merry Christmas.
Wow.
Margin call on Monday. uh,
Who's
so
this person?
what is he trading? Intel. What's Bird? What's CING? Pet? Nvidia? How do you lose money on Nvidia? All right. TNXP. What is that?
No,
Tonics?
don't
TS
know.
TSLL?
Don't
Tesla
know.
Bull 2Xer? Holy shit. Granite is what? Granite shares? 2X Nvidia? Holy shit. Eastman Kodak? Intel, Humana, Ford, AMD, United Airlines. Well, this should have. Well, this is doing well now. Arcat. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God, NQs that are holy shit.
Oh my goodness.
How do you lose that much money? Like, holy shit.
Is that
Well,
futures? He's trading
how
futures or
about FOMC day? That I
Oh
could
yeah,
see
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bunch of contracts. That goes
wow.
quick.
You still got some left in the trust fund. Um,
Card crashing.
so just pure gambling turned 1 million into a couple mil and then lost it all.
Well, look at the next comment. He had 6.3.
Yeah, 650.
Wow.
Yeah, made it.
Is he trading futures or something, or what's he trading?
He's trading
Yeah,
everything.
Wani, it's a way to lose money really fast.
I know. Wow.
That's pretty top 1% commenter.
What's his, I mean, must be really like well-to-do,
And
wealthy
Uh,
he's young
person.
based on the meme picture of his avatar.
Yeah.
yeah, he looks like he's European, likes football, European football a lot. He looks like he's into Manchester United. Um,
Wonder how much he started off with.
wait, ATBGE. Oh, oh, he likes Asian girls or something. Okay.
Good morning. I missed the
Oh,
call
welcome, Kurt. Oh,
time,
no worries. Welcome, welcome.
but I just cleared my NDX 0 to T trade.
Oh,
Profitably?
53.3% ROI.
Yay,
nice.
congrats. You got some spending money for New Year's Eve.
Yeah, exactly.
Yay. We're on number two of loser of the week. Loser number
Ah,
one was a medical school student who lost 100,000 of his tuition. Welcome to number two. So we're trying to figure out what this kid did. He traded everything: DJT, GameStop, Intel, AMD, NQ Futures, Carvana. He's just donating money to everybody. It's wild. See, yeah, NQ Z4. This was
That's future.
the last expiration, yeah. That just rolled over.
Wow.
Um, Eastman Kodak. What are you smoking? Holy shit. What a dumb kid. But yeah.
Probably left over from when Kodak was that
Yeah, that's
time.
2021.
Yeah.
Wild. Okay, so yeah, that's loser number two. Let's look at loser number three.
Well, my account just set my new job.
Blew up my account. That's wonderful. And using Robin, of course. And then he has $6.15 left to YOLO. Oh my God. Okay, let's look at the damage. Next image is a Wendy's dumpster. At least the guy's on theme. The before and after. Before? After? Uh, these kids are funny if nothing else, right? They're a good counterparty. At least there's a sense of humor. If you're gonna take someone's money, at least they should be funny about it. Uh, what else has he posted? Little gay, okay. Um, really likes fast cars. Okay, no wonder he's broke. Okay. Yeah, he likes cars. All right. He'll never, yeah, you can't afford drugs if you like project cars. Okay. Okay. And I never had a chance. I got into firearms. I can never afford drugs. Holy shit. Okay. Loser number four, Mr. Blue Moon City. I was having such a great year till December. In December, went all in on AMD. Oh my God. What broker is this? I don't recognize this. Uh, Fidelity? Oh, Fidelity. Okay. Oh, Fidelity Mobile. Okay, okay, duh. All right. let's see. 33,000. Okay. Okay. AMD. That's two trades, three trades. One, okay, one, two, three, four. Okay, four trades from 87,000 into 36,000. Wow. So that's what? Net loss of 50K?
1,000.
Wow. Ouch. That's $12,500 per trade that just poofed out of it. Just got transferred. Ouch. Ouch. Learn to sell credit spreads. I don't know what to tell you, mofo. Stop buying options, dumbass. All right, number five. Blew up our family nest egg. Oh, yeah,
It's
you,
expensive.
you tell these kids the paper trade and they just look at you with a blank face. And then they blow up their account. They're like, help, help, help. All time at $81,000 loss. Have 50 buys on Palantir set to expire on the 27th. 200 buys on KSS. Holy shit! Set to expire on the 17th. The remotest idea of my family knowing I blew up our nest egg is killing me. Oh my God. Go jump off the bridge like the Victoria's Secrets guy, dude. Holy shit.
But he got 50 buys PLTR. Palantir has been up like 82 some dollars today. What is it like a
Yeah, but he's buying cheap out of the money options that lose time value.
oh
Yeah, so he's correct directionally, but he's so far away from the strike, you can still
yeah. Oh,
lose.
it's by 50 strike,
So
right?
if you think about it, you have the winning slice of pizza. The problem is it's shrinking in your hand.
Yeah.
And you get KSS, that's Kohl's, right?
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's costs.
Cost?
Oh,
KSS.
What is cost?
Oh, it is Coles. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, then
I
this
thought it
is
was the
okay.
headphone.
This is a retail loser, right? Like we just
yeah.
talked Big Lots and Party City. And that, you know, tier four of discounters, this is like one of the next players, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what's adjacent to this, right? Macy's is different.
Northstorm.
Macy's is doing some financial finagling, just like Nordstrom, like JWN, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're doing something else. So we'll put those aside. But yes, mass retailers are having a hard time traditionally.
Mm.
So here's KSS. We still know Dollar Trees is underwater. So here's DLTR. They're recovering a little bit, but here's DG, Dollar General, not recovering whatsoever. This is a better known loser between all of these folks, right? So yeah, so let me just jot that down. I should put that back on next week. All right. All right. So yeah, oh yes, let's take a look at Palantir really quick. We haven't looked at them in a second. How is Peter Thiel? Peter Thiel has nothing to complain about. All right, congratulations to the CIA. Your IPO is doing very well. All right. All right. Well, good job, Mr. Exciting Nobody 9433. Let's look at your posting history. I did see hemorrhoid. You have more than hemorrhoids now. You have ulcers. Okay. Oh, 9 months ago, YOLO'd my life savings. Palo Alto Networks. Who are you? Do we know you? You seem like a Bay Area retard. Cute dog. Oh, wow. A King Charles. These are really cute little dogs. Oh, that's an adorable dog. Holy shit. I wish you can afford to buy your dog some food. Holy shit. DJT Uncensored. What? I just cut my losses at negative 60,000. Worst trade of my life. I wanted to
Wow.
make some money for college tuition. Now I'm in a much deeper hole. Yeah, I'll give you a free upvote, dumbass. Um, Pre-med? What? He's another medical student? Holy shit. Pre-med? Yeah, you're too stupid, dude, to be a doctor. Please don't apply. Um, Yeah, this is bizarre. All right, he's a conservative dumbass with a hemorrhoid that likes Trump and is trying to apply to medical school. So he's already 30, he's like his mid 30s trying to go to medical school, has a family and a dog, and he's a gambler, a degenerate gambler. Yeah, bro, you're not going to survive medical school. You're going to gamble your tuition away. We've seen the movie. It's called Rounders. All right. Exciting nobody. You're a dumbass. Sorry. Okay. Last dumbass of today. This is a weird one. All right. What does this mean for my taxes? How can I have a disallowed loss bigger than my net loss on the year? Yeah, so I thought this was an oddball, so I thought I wanted to share it with you guys. Um, I don't even know what a disallowed loss is. Disallowed.
Guys, public service announcement that you gotta close out within the next few days if you have.
Oh, for tax loss harvesting?
Well,
Any
it's not
losing?
it's not just loss. You could be up, but they only apply the gains to 2024, then they carry over the losses, so you can ha end up having what's called phantom income. If you search this 800K Robinhood wash sale.
What?
Yeah, so the guy made 45K. No, not yeah, that. He made 45K, right? And the tax bill 800,000 because of wash sales, and people don't get this. And for the past week, I've been talking to people about this.
Right. Hey, Flavius, how do you find out what your losses are to
Yeah, they
prevent?
don't they don't report it the right way. So if if it's added to your tax basis, and if you know, it's mostly people who trade stock in and out, and it just snowballs into a big unrealized loss that gets carried over into the next year. So safest thing to do is if you have that kind of stuff, get out and stay out 31 days, then get back in.
What
Oh, okay.
about things like if you do a lot of cover calls and you sell a lot of puts?
It's more
How,
complicated. The broker will not report it, but
yeah, so
if
how
you
do
get
you know?
audited,
Is this
you
a
just have to know.
support question? Like, do any of my trades look like, can you ask them, like, do any of my trades look like
Yeah,
they
you
might be
can
under a
ask them.
wash? Okay.
It You may get a first line CSR that knows
Yeah.
nothing.
Hey, Flavius, but if I kept let's say if I kept SPYs without transacting them, let's say since January this year, if I don't close them, it should not be an issue, right?
Yeah, you bought them and you're up. That's fine. It's when you sell.
Yeah. Okay, so everything that I did not exercise is not a problem, right?
Oh, are you talking about shares?
Huh? I'm talking
Are you
about the spies.
shares or
Shares, yeah, shares.
what do you mean exercise the shares?
If I just let's say if I bought them in January and I haven't sold them,
Oh, you mean sold, not exercise, because exercise means option.
I'm
Uh,
sorry, yeah, okay.
yeah. So yeah, that's fine because you can even now hold them more than 12 months and be in long-term gains.
Yeah. So they will not come into this wash sale,
Yeah,
right?
yep.
Okay. All right.
But it's people who scalp in and out, then it
Hmm.
compounds into a big it snowballs into a big issue. Like this article,
Yeah.
that Robinhood guy, that's what he did.
But to me, of course, I don't understand anything about taxes, but to me, it's almost like something from the time that computers didn't exist. That someone had to do this accounting manually, so they would just lump this in a whole thing, so that because it was not practical to do the actual accounting of this. But with computers now, it doesn't make sense to me, this rule.
Right.
And no,
Right.
the rule is in
Stupid.
place over 100 years old. It,
Awesome.
it
It's
makes
time to
sense
change it.
because no, it makes sense because the big guys play games. They take a big loss, then uh, they manipulate the system and never pay taxes. So that's why the rule is there. But it catches the little guy because the broker doesn't tell you. So you kind of have to know.
And
If in doubt, close out and
It,
And
wait a month.
it, do you know if I go now on any statements from Thinkorswim, could I
Yeah,
see?
yeah. Go into schwab.com and look for the uh, real tax. It has like tax gain loss report, and then it's going to show you what you see there, disallowed loss.
Uh-huh. So it shows already, despite not having the finished the year yet, right? It's a
Yeah, it's a cumulative up to date.
okay, great.
But then it also matters what you do next month. Because if you sell now and then in 2 weeks you get back in, when they issue the 1099 in February, March, they will catch that.
Oh, shoot.
So,
Oh,
so bottom line, if you want to avoid some stuff, call, they have a department called the tax cost basis department, talk to them. Um, and,
okay.
safest thing is to, like we talked on Wednesday night, um,
Hmm.
replace SPY with the IBD,
Yeah,
Russell 1000, it moves exactly the same.
yeah,
But in your case, if you bought it and held on to it, then that's fine.
yeah. Okay, thank you.
What is the disallowed loss? What is that?
Well, it means it's going to show up as phantom income on his 1099, which means taxes. So, he can owe taxes on $300,000 that he didn't make.
So you're saying that on Thinkorswim, you can go to the account
No,
statement.
in Schwab.com.
Oh, Schwab.com, and you go to account
Go
statement.
to look for tax
Okay.
gain or uh, realized loss, profit, something like yeah, they have a report.
So then you can go there and then see in your account up to
Yeah, they show a report cumulative, and then call them up and ask them, okay, what do you have at this point? Because it also includes stuff you closed out months ago. It cumulative.
hmm. So for people
So
that
it's hard to
Mhm.
explain. Only they can tell you by looking at what you have.
Oh,
Talking in
really?
hypotheticals now doesn't help.
Hmm.
It's called realized gain loss report.
Realized
So
Realize.
gain,
it's the fourth tab.
realized gain loss report.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
And then the rep can kind of look into the account and give you some ideas what your losses for
Yeah,
the
and
year
they'll
looks like.
probably say, "Oh, we are not allowed to give you tax advice and all that."
Hmm.
So,
So then if you have more losses than your gains, then what do you do?
like I said, the safest thing if you think you may have a disallowed loss is close out this week or close out by Monday.
Close out
And
what
the tickers they have disallowed loss in.
oh on each ticker that you
Yeah,
look
the
at.
tickers with the issue, right?
Oh.
Um, and keep the losses in the same, even if you have no loss overall, like you may be profitable, but
Hmm.
because you bought and you sold and you bought and you sold
Hmm.
stock many times, it accumulates gains and accumulates losses. Well,
Right.
they end up only taking the gains and 1099ing you on them, and the losses they'll kick it over to next year. So you end up having like 1 million of gains this year, 1 million of losses next year, which do not help you, but
Hmm.
you end up having to pay tax on a big number because they only focus on the gains. That's how the wash sale works.
So talk to your rep for starters,
Yeah,
and
yeah. Talk,
and
talk,
yeah.
talk to someone who is allowed to give you advice. I'm not.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
All right.
That's complicated, but yeah.
Uh yeah. But yes, if you're day trading stock, you shouldn't. That
I
is
think it affects more of the day traders, right? Because you in and out, you're in the stock like
day trading options is one thing. Day trading stock, yeah, will throw you in this trap. So yeah, be careful with that.
option should be okay, right? If we do options. Like,
It's different, yeah.
I-
Well,
i- In an
it's
audit, in an
it's
audit, the IRS will see it the same. Schwab will not tag it because their duty is only to tag the same QSIP number. So they will only tag as a wash sale the same exact thing. However, our duty as taxpayers and the CPA who does your taxes is to also include. So if you sell AMD stock, but then you buy a call, the CPA is supposed to include that in the same wash sale. But Schwab will not tell you about that because it's not their duty. So the duty they have and the duty the taxpayer has is not the same.
Fair.
You
That's
can
fair.
find out more by YouTubing wash sale. Um, what's the guy's name? Brian Rivera. He's a CPA, a black guy. He covers it. He's pretty good. Brian Rivera. Yep, that's him. So if you put wash sale, he will explain it to you and scare you.
Perfect. Three ways to avoid a wash sale nightmare. There you
There
go.
you go. Watch
And
that.
then, yeah, here's the update 1 year later. That's cool. Thank you, Flav.
Sure.
And I don't know what this is very well myself. I have to rewatch it. Cool. Um, but I don't like my stocks move as fast as Warren Buffett's quote, which is like pretend you have a set of lifetime punch cards, something like that. Okay. Well, anyway, cool. Yeah, let's fire up the old toss and run through our PCR data. All right, cool. Let's go through all of our different chains here. All right, cool. Let's start with S&P 500, then we'll work our way through the Nasdaq, the Russell, and the Dow Jones. Cool. So, oh, I had a minor question. How come in the 1256 family, the DJI doesn't like there's no Dow Jones equivalent of the SPX, right? Do,
DIA, right? No?
no, well, Diamonds is it's not the 1256 version. There's no
Oh,
tw-
got it.
there's
Yeah.
no 1256 Dow Jones
Yeah.
trading instrument. Am I
Yeah,
correct?
got it. Got it. Yes. I don't think so. Well, I don't
And
know.
there's yeah, NDX, SPX, RUT, and but there's no Dow Jones 1256 equivalent, right?
Futures?
No, no, no. Just like for the big boy option contracts, like NDX and SPX and RUT. There's no Dow Jones equivalent. There's four
You couldn't
indexes.
you couldn't do an option on Dow Jones futures?
But I mean it would work, but it's not like a monster option contract like NDX and SPX is
Yeah,
compared to like the Qs and the SPY, right?
right.
There's not that 10x concentration. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay. Okay.
Which sort of means the big boys don't play it. It's meant for retail weenies,
Right, 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 right. Okay.
which is strange. Anyway,
It seems like a missed opportunity. Like if I'm trying to max out the gaming table, why wouldn't I open up a big 1256 version of the Dow?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Just amateur, baby ISDA wannabe right here. But yeah. Okay. All right, cool. Okay. Just a little weird odd thing I was asking. Like this
Yeah,
doesn't
the problem, trade small, trade often. They're missing out.
it's an opportunity. All right. Cool. All right. So let's start with the ES futures, the smart money here. 2.4 at the moment. Let's look at the momentum for the week. It's pretty strong. After the 1218 low, relatively speaking, on this 90-day window, picking right back up. So yeah, I'd say there's a decent optimism going into the new year, but it's not as strong as like post-election, but it is still up there. All right. And again, we did notice that on relatively flat or green days, the smart money picks up a lot of hedges. That's why we see the PCR number get skewed a little bit upwards. Um, but that's normal. That's actually a confirmation that it's actually a green day tomorrow, if you can read between the lines. And going to SPX, let's look at the betting public today. 1.093. So very optimistic. Fair value is 1.3. So this is yeah, looking into New Year's optimism and piggybacking off Dave's comment a while ago, the senior traders are in ski cabins. They're on vacation. It's the junior traders, manning the trading desk, and they're told with deliberate instructions not to fuck it up. So, you know, I mean, whatever range of activity we'll see will be very sleepy in comparison. All right, let's look at SPY, the retail side of the
Hey
S&P
Warren, I
500.
found it and it has the perfect name for you. It's DJX.
DJX. Oh, that's our fund, our new fund.
Look at the link I posted. It's the whole list, and it's got a bunch of Dow Jones in there.
Oh,
This is all 1256.
these are 1256. Okay, excellent.
So look down the list, DJ.
That's so cool. DJX on the CBOE. That's awesome. That's so cool. I was thinking this the other day when I was driving. Like, we trade so much with the CBOE. Like, we should own a piece of it. Like, just a little bit. Just have a little bit. I mean, we gotta do some TA here, but it does look like a good entry point at the 200-day MA intersection. But yeah, but futures are being decided here.
They're making money, and then when Robinhood adds SPX, all those kids will jump in and pay CBOE.
I hope so. Yeah. But yeah, there is momentum flowing in, so maybe we should be buying. It seems like a good opportunity. What does the betting public think? They're not thrilled. Okay. Not a lot of volume on CBOE itself. That's
So
ironic.
hardly any volume in it. No volume.
Asleep, yeah. I guess we could sell weeklies, kind of. Oh no, you can't sell anything. Nothing. Zeros on the bid, flat down the line. That's just ironic. CBOE has no play by itself. How are monthlies? Oh, you can clearly see the no-go zone. All right, CBOE, you suck. All right. Uh and that was SPY, right? We looked at SPY. 0.795. Very, very, very bullish. We haven't seen it that low in a while. Holy cow. Wow. Could retail be wrong? Absolutely. We have a lot of kinetic activity happening. And if you look at these candles here, you're getting into Warren's favorite technical pattern, which is the dead cat bounce. So, this latest doji doesn't do us any favors either. Like nothing but uncertainty on the top and the bottom. And what does momentum say? It is rotating out somewhat. So, yeah, could be interesting. Let's go to our cousin indexes and see what else is happening. Let's start with the NQ futures and work our way down the NASDAQ. I mean, NVIDIA powers all of this, so we're not getting a lot of diversity in performance. But yeah, 0.795. So fairly bullish for NQ futures. Again, we're also figuring out the baseline number because I don't know the PCR number here. NDX, we're also learning. This is fairly bullish for today. And momentum-wise, let's check out NQ again. Pretty bullish. Mounting inflows, at least on the future side. Okay, let's go to the Qs on the retail equivalent. The Bay Area Tech Starling. All right, so this pretty bullish as well. I mean, the future side, this should match very closely. Looking under the hood, 1.061. Fair value is 1.3, so this is definitely bullish as well. So check mark for the Qs as well with a bullish bias. Let's go to the Russell 2000. Now this is the crazy one. This is the schizophrenic bipolar girlfriend or ex-girlfriend. Remember, we're married to SPX. NDX is our mistress, and then this is the ex-girlfriend, technically. All right. Let's start with the sorry, let's do the same way and work our way from the top with the future side first. All right, Russell 2000 futures. Okay. PCR 0.858. That's very bullish. Let's look at momentum. Momentum is all over the place. Holy cow. Again, yeah, Russell 2000 is very fragmented and all over the place. Remember, its correlation with the other indexes is what, zero point 0.7? You know what? Let's ask Brave what the correlation is. What is the correlation coefficient between SPX and RUT for the last 90 days?
Let me teach you how to do it on TOS because you can chart all that.
Oh, okay. 0.92, negative 0.92. Interesting. Okay. How do we do this on TOS?
So yeah, put a study on called correlation.
Oh, one second. What's it called? Correlation?
Yeah, just it's easier
Correlation.
if you edit studies and search it.
Right here?
Oh yeah, that one. But hit that beaker to edit studies,
Yeah.
and then go and see you're on SPX and 10 periods, so you can edit all of that.
Oh,
Like if you say 90 days, you put 90 and put SPY or whatever.
okay. So say 90. Where's
So
that?
the
Where's
daily on top, um, is it charted?
I can play with it. I'll make a note.
Yeah.
Correlation
Okay. Or
study.
you can move it to a subgraph and then see it.
Yeah. I need to play with the
I also
output.
added as a column. So in watch list, you can add this as a column. And then when you pull up a whole watch list, you can see the correlation of each ticker to whatever. So
Oh,
customize.
so
So
there's a
put
number.
COR. Yeah.
Okay, so then and then if I want a non-correlated asset, I just would
Uh, it didn't
inverse
add
that.
it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, double click. Okay. Now go and add. So go into it, go back, hit that customize. Hit the bottom where it says D length, hit the D. Yep.
Oh,
Oh, you killed
oh,
it.
yeah.
So add it again. If you double click it, it goes away. So only click it one time. Okay, stay there. And then you can change the SPX to whatever you want to correlate and the length. So yeah, enter and then add. I'll leave it
Oopsies.
on daily. Yeah. Okay, so now your whole watch list.
There we go. 90
So
days.
a
Nice.
1.0 is an exact correlation and a
Yep.
-1 is inverse.
Yep. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you, sir. That is badass. Let me write that down. Correlation in the watch list column. Holy shit. That is kick-ass.
And if you want to go next level, I created a scan so I can scan for for any correlated assets to something
For
or inversely.
That's right. That's what we want. Oh, that's badass.
I'll have to give it to you later because it involves some think script.
Okay. That's so cool. Holy cow. Let me write that down. Skinner.
But yeah, you can do it manually. You can go to custom study.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I get the logic.
You,
Yeah.
you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so cool though. But the methodology. That's right. Because as good traders, non-correlated assets is the golden holy grail for all of us, really. All right. Very cool. Where are we? Russell. Yeah, here we go. We're seeing bullish on the future side. Let's go down to RUT, the 1256 level, the big boy option contracts, the favorable tax treatment. 1.483, that's about fair value, relatively speaking. And if we go to the retail street side, this should be flamingly optimistic. 0.803. And just to keep it real, fair value is 2.3. So to be 0.8, this is outrageously optimistic. So yeah, it's had a rough last couple of 2 weeks. Holy shit. All right. Now let's go to the DJI, I guess, which is a reference but doesn't trade. Kind of confusing. All right. We got the diamonds, right? I guess we have YM technically. We have that hole in the middle and where the 1256 version should be. All right, cool. So here's YM. No volume, so worthless there. Let's just go to the diamonds. All right. And again, the Dow Jones has Nvidia now as of a month ago. So we're not really seeing a different beta index wise. But yeah, here we're seeing 0.406. That's very aggressively bullish. And this is the kid that likes to eat glue in the corner. So yeah. All right, those are our four indexes. Good times. Let's take a look at the VIX value really quick. And this is good to know. So if you should know like selling credit spreads here is a lot more profitable than when it's at the 14 level. So we may not be getting the fair premiums we deserve, given that there's so much unforeseen volatility with black swans all across the board. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Like don't lay your wages too heavily on zero DTE at these low VIX values. All right, cool. Let's get back to our notes. That's our indexes. And let's take a look at our Heisenberg Omen and our stock breadth indicator. So our aggregate score is quite low still, 35. A week ago was 21. And a year ago was 81. So we're definitely seeing a difference here. Here's the 125-day moving average for the S&P. It's calling it a neutral, that buffer zone. While it's expanded, I'd say that's not much of a buffer zone at all. If anything, we're kneecapped and stuck at 6,000. Okay. Now here's the Heisenberg Omen comparing the 52-week tickers of the 52-week values at the extremes. We're still seeing most tickers mostly at their lows. Again, most of the wealth is concentrated in the Mag 7 and those closest to the printing presses. And if we look at a more median-esque value with the stock breadth indicator here, and look at the over number of shares rising versus falling instead of the 52-week extremes, then it's still skewed towards a lot of bearish activity overall. So this is a very hollow rally at 6,000. So we're in trouble. All right. And here's our Stock Traders Almanac. Let's take a look at the read from Jeffrey Hirsch's research. The December Almanac, it's number 3 for the S&P and Dow, number 3 for the NASDAQ. 2018 was the worst December since 1931, blah, blah, blah. Small caps out to outperform larger caps near middle of the month. Is that confirmed? Small caps outperform mid caps in the middle of the month. We can call bullshit on that one. Um, Clearly that's yeah, that's bullshit. Okay. So that failed. Um, Santa Claus rally visible in graph above. We'll skip that. 1998 was part of the best fourth quarter since 1928. Fourth quarter expiration week, most bullish triple witching week. It was a disaster for us, but yeah. And then presidential election year, December rankings number 2 for the Dow, number 2 for the S&P, and number 5 for the Nasdaq. Okay, so that's like a 50% miss here. All right, so that's December. January, we don't have to go too deeply into this, but yeah, everything rides on the first week, first 3 days, first trading day. It just layers on top of itself repeatedly. So, yeah, we'll really have to see how January pans out, and everything else will reflect on this. It's very dependent. And then February, very similarly. Okay, so yeah, just to save time, we'll skip this. All right, cool. Any earnings? Let's take a look. I don't think so. Cookies. Nope, 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 nope. 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 Okay, nothing for like a week. Okay, that sucks. All right. Looking at our counterparty, how's the retail side of the house looking? Today, they are looking little bullish on Tesla, Lunar. What is KULR? Nvidia, Archer Aviation, Rocket Lab, Arcat, Qs, AMD, SoundHound, BTC. What's this again? MicroStrategies. What's BBAI? Palantir, Corn, Hood, Apple, Dips, ASTS, Google L, Tilray, Gold, Intel, and Avago. Okay. Anything else? That's it. Okay. That's what's hot today. MicroStrategies. Where are you today? Down 5%. Oh, snap. What was that intra-year high? 150, 543? 562? That's crazy. That's just so much action in like a month. Yeah. And the herd is chasing yesterday's news. And look at on balance volume. It peaked and then everyone cashes out and dumping, and it's right back at the zero line. This is in trouble. I would wait for a little bit more confirmation, but yeah, I would get really excited for some nice shorts here. They really need. Well, let's think about this. Uh, Trump won't take office till the 20th, right? 20th or 21st?
20th.
20th. So it's impossible for the Bitcoin reserve to be set up by the 20th, right? Impossible. So we could sell up to the January 17th and be fairly positive that it will not blow at least its intra-year high. So we could sell really far away. You know, would I
It's
even
all
pay?
based on news, though. He could send one tweet
That
saying
is
what
that
he's
is true.
gonna do.
That is true. Um, yeah, that is true. But at 95% probabilities, we'd make what? 4% on our money here? That's not bad for that high level probability. We could take it to like the three sigma level if we really got nervous. And there's enough liquidity. What would that pay? Let's see. 1.2% is not bad for three sigma level protection. That's not too bad. In 22 days? Oh, that's a little slow. Okay. There's less risky plays like shorting China. Oh, speaking of China, so bail-in number three is right up in the air. So we need to wait for that to finish, and then we're gonna come in and smack it down. So we have 3 points here from the last bail-ins. I guess this is number four technically, my miscount. But yeah, here's one, Doji two, Doji three, and Doji four will spike up, and then we'll just smack it right back down. So we're just waiting. We're gonna make a pile of money on this one.
So Warren, instead of waiting, why don't we just go long FXI and then smack it back down when it goes to
Oh,
that
that's against my
level?
trading plan. Like I refuse to provide any liquidity for Chinese longs.
Oh,
Well, that's my thing, but you could absolutely do that.
take a look at Baba. You heard about Baba merging or buying a Korean e-commerce?
It's not what you think. That's more Beijing wants Baba to do it, but yeah.
Mhm.
Um, Baba's
Korean e-commerce. Is it
yeah,
Coupang? Coupang is
yeah. I'm familiar. Yeah, Coupa, Alibaba. We actually talked about it about 2 months ago. Let me double check. Okay, hold on. Alibaba Perch Korea.
4 billion.
Oh, sorry, different one. My mistake. We did not talk about this. I was thinking of a different one. Okay, this is cool. Um, Let me drop this in the chat. I mean, Alibaba used to be Shanghai connected with their commie click. Now this is somewhat Beijing connected. So You have to read between the lines. And Jack Ma has been neutered quite a bit, and he's been relegated to the instant food sector of the economy. So for this move, that means this is a Beijing sanctioned move, direct from Beijing. This is nothing to do with no one's calling the shots in Hangzhou anymore, where it's headquartered. And before I forget, there Korea is still having a terrible time. In case you think it's safe, you have to remember Korea was a military dictatorship until 1988. I was 2 years old, and it was still a military dictatorship. Like they have not left behind the Korean War at all. And the recent political coup d'état was or attempt only showcases the illusion of, of stability. But yes, the Korean miracle is ending quickly. So yeah, here's EWY. Yeah, I still have my one little long put still just waiting to cash in here. Cool. Okay, that's that. Getting to our news cycle. Yeah, so yeah, corporate profits. Yeah, look at 10Qs and 10Ks. The numbers don't lie. So yeah. And then Black Swans. Yeah. What's the trade? Just be aware that VIX could explode back up to 30 if the right missile goes off, right? So can't that means the SPX will go down, 5%. Like, like are you geared for that? Is your portfolio, you know, like what is your beta weighted SPX score for your portfolio? Are you slanted on one side or not? That would be kind of important. But yeah, telecoms getting affected, more missile strikes in Yemen. It's just bonkers. Military industrial complex, gets more. Well, let's look at LMT. How are they doing? Um, they need World War III. They're bouncing off the 500 day already. Holy shit. Um, yeah. Wow. Selling off. Holy cow. Since when does missile defense lose money? Trump is not good for business, apparently. All right. All right. Oh, is Dave here? Dave, any comments on this little poor little Russian tanker chugging around? Have you heard about this? Poor little Widowmaker. And then this is just retarded, but yeah. What happens? Whatever happened to shutting the fuck up? But clearly it's not me running that intelligence department, but yeah. But yeah, that's kind of sinister. You can't, once you've opened Pandora's box at this level, then it's unrestricted and total warfare. Yeah, then it's bad. Okay. And then this is just like the deep state at this point is just trolling us. So yeah, this is Oswald, and then this is Luigi. Like ridiculous. And again, the lawyers are married to each other. Like, how the fuck does this happen? How? Like, they're clearly laughing at us. Okay. Can't trade this, but yeah, just be aware. A lot of fuckery is afoot. Okay. Theaters of war, yeah, the usual stuff. We'll skip. Oh, mortgage rates. Here we go. Finally, getting into some financial news. So, long answer short, or short story long, or long story short, sorry. Fed cuts rates, your mortgage rates has no change. Thank you for playing. And let's see. Schiff had a good quote. Inflation won't be anywhere near 2% in 2 years. It's going to be higher than it is right now. Powell is still wrong about inflation and the economy. I think it's stagflation that we have, and I think it's going to get worse. I know this seems like a bold and radical statement, but these are true facts. And in due time, we'll look at this era in pure madness and insanity. But at the current time, the delusions will continue. Ah, okay. Pivoting to domestic news. This again is not good, but youth is wasted on the young, and I'm one to talk, but yeah, kids are dumb. So once they pay more taxes, I'm sure they'll wise up. But what's the quote? If you're young and you're not liberal, you have no heart. If you're old and you're not conservative, you have no brains. Okay. Speaking of consumer domestic sentiment, here is the great race to debase your credit card at the state level. All right. Average credit card debt. Let's see. Who's the worst one? Alaska. Definitely obscene cost of living. And I've been watching tons of Alaskan bushcraft videos with the Outdoor Boys. It's crazy that that channel has like 8 million subs and it's just blowing up. But it's the guy's really good. And even I want to just start chopping wood and carrying water. Cool. Who's the
Hey,
lowest?
Warren, what is that? Can you
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a channel. This guy does outdoor boys. This guy. He is a total badass. He'll camp out in the snow, build an igloo kind of stuff. He really has his system down. And like, you know what? After watching tons of his videos, here, I'll drop this in the chat. Uh, I realized the one tool I would want, like if I had to be outside in the wilderness with just my dog, like forget the knife. Just give me a good saw. Give me a handsaw. That's all I want. Because if you can stay warm, like that's the most important. I mean, well, it depends. If you can get water and you can stay warm, like you've solved 75% of your problems. But yeah, this is a great challenge. It's pretty fun, and he's smart. I'm trying to figure out his origin story. He's mentioned law school here and there. He's a sharp guy. He knows his bushcraft like the back of his hand. It's mind blowing, like how how relaxed he is, like when he's in the blizzard. But yeah, good times. So yeah, let's see. Wisconsin is the lowest debt state. That's interesting. California 6.6. Okay. Oh, I was watching Revin sorry, what's that? What's the guy's channel? Uh Consulting. Revenue consulting? I can't pronounce the first part.
It's Reventure.
Reventure. Yeah,
R-E
yeah, yeah.
Venture. Yeah.
Yeah. He did a California deep dive, which is really good. Let me drop that in the chat. He has an app that I want to actually maybe subscribe to at some point. But anyway, because he looks at his app like fetches inventory rates and calculates like the velocity of it and blah blah blah. But anyway, he was looking at county prices and inventory numbers and whatnot. And here's the top affected counties that are not having a good time: San Francisco, Vallejo, Contra Costa, Oakland, Santa Rosa, San Bernardino, Stockton, San Mateo, Los Angeles, and Lake Tahoe. These are all net loss losers. There's only one county that did well in California, which is Orange County. So Irvine, and being Asian and a techie, I know the demographics there and I know the scene. Um, so there's a substantial techie scene there, and there's a bunch of big feeder schools in LA, right? Like UCI, UC Irvine is affectionately known among the Asians, the University of Civics and Integras. There were some more dirty acronyms. I won't repeat them because Wani's gonna be pissed. But it's okay. They're promiscuous and it affect Asian girls accordingly. It's okay. We'll skip it. But yeah, so UCI has a lot of Asian techies there, and it is a nice demographic. If you guys have ever visited like Tustin or Irvine, Orange County is nice. From a city planning perspective, it's done well. So yeah, and a lot of Asians like it because it's new, it's organized. Um, like who doesn't want a fresh city to live in? So yeah, it's like the Foster City of LA. So yeah. So yeah, cool little bit here. Let me drop this in the real estate section. Um, Cool. All right. Let's get back to our stuff. Wait, where are we? Fed is cutting. Okay. All right, we just talked credit cards. Okay, cool. Marijuana, I mean, we looked at this with Kurt on Discord, right? Long story short, short all the marijuana stocks. They don't work at the national level for two reasons. Merchant banking, because it's still a Class A substance at the federal level. Therefore, federal banking privileges are not extended to this category of entrepreneur. It's fucked up, it's dirty, and John Hopkins also can't get any grants or even pass an ethics board to run any tests on THC, let alone CBD. So it's a nightmare. Hopefully we get better legislation around this, but at the current moment, long story short, short your marijuana stocks. Let's see, is there even room to short ACB $4? Like my old trend line. It's just like we're so under it. Like there's no room to short. What are you gonna do? Sell credit spreads at 82% probabilities for peanuts? I guess it could kind of work. Buy it back at a penny, collect 4 pennies, give two to Schwab. No, this is ridiculous. Sell NDX spreads. This is so stupid. But yeah, marijuana, it's great, but at the national level, it just doesn't pan out as a ticker. Keep it as a small biz. All right. Oh, Hertz. We gotta talk Tesla inventory. All right. And just like you, I'm still waiting to short the pants off of Elon Musk because I hate that bastard. He's a freaking Trojan horse into the White House. It's unholy. I just hate this guy. Can't wait to short him into oblivion, but it's not right now. But we're waiting. We're waiting. But yeah, let's look at Hertz inventory. We haven't done this in a while. Hertz car sales. We were obsessed with this for like I think a whole quarter. That was fun. Let's see. Model 3. Model 3. Model 3. Oh, wait, what? 7 units, 6 units, 1 unit. All right, so they're all delisted then. Holy shit. Wow. You see that, guys? 19,000 miles. Sorry, $19,000 for 136,000 miles. We've never seen this high of a mileage. This is a record right here. And the unofficial rule was like, if once it hits like 95,000, like get it off the lot. And somehow they had a 90, like they had a six-figure one. That's incredible. Who's gonna buy this? Can you think about that? 2 years and you've racked up that many miles? How many miles is that per day? 365 times 2, 730. Okay, 366, 200 divided by 730. 186 miles per day.
So it's not just the mileage, but renters will not care to maintain the battery because if you run it to
Right.
zero, it will kill it so much faster. Like someone who owns it will say, okay, I'm not going to go below whatever, 20%. I'll keep it
Right,
top
right.
top of 80. Renters, hey, I'm just renting it for the week, you know. So that
And
battery is going to be bad.
and the drip charge is better for battery cell health
Yeah.
versus the supercharging, which is a higher temperature. And yes, it's not ionizing, but do you really want to be sitting in the car for 45 minutes as like your floor panel starts heating up like a motherfucker and you have a baby in the car? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And these are Asian moms in front of the Whole Foods and Targets,
And they
superchargers.
give it to you uncharged. You go rent a car and it's got like 20% charge. What are you gonna do? Now you
Exactly.
gotta spend 3 hours charging it.
And are you gonna do the slow charge or the supercharge or the supercharger, right? So yeah, who would buy this at $19,000? You would need the ultimate CarMax warranty just to even feel safe. And look, it's already blown through the Tesla the manufacturer's battery warranty. Uh,
How many miles can Tesla battery go until?
until you hit it and it explodes.
Like what is it like
If
a
it's not
million
damaged,
miles?
No,
you
I
know,
think I think you can go very reasonable all the way to 350,000 miles. After that, I think it begins declining, but I would say 350,000 is a safe mark.
depends which battery pack, right? It's the Cybertruck one, the cell is different if I remember correctly. It's let's double check really quick. The battery cell, it's different from the other series completely because it's mounted in a different layout and it's actually hollow. Yeah, 4680. That's right. Cybertruck 4680 battery issue. So this is an untested battery cell that was mass produced, and it's been a clusterfuck. And from teardowns, it's the weight is not distributed evenly, and that's one of many problems. Let's
I
see.
think Tesla uses different chemistries for different ranges, so you've got to be careful on what range on what vehicle and what the
Yeah, yeah, they're not
chemistry is.
uniform. Like
And
you would
it
assume,
varies by year and
correct, correct. Like you assume Tesla's uniform. It's nothing of the sort. Yeah. So yeah, there's a problem with the 4680 batteries. The the cyber stuck um channel is where we talk a lot where all the shit posting happens. Let's see if we can find it really quick. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. So yeah. So look at this. We'll just sort by top. So this is the Cybertruck battery issue, right? And just a lot of issues. Recall. So yeah, it's this battery cell that's having problems. And this slide was a lie. This was untested, unproven analytics. It's been a horrific flop. So yeah, I'll leave it in the chat if you guys want to dig. Okay. Back to our news. So yeah, Hertz is having major problems. So yeah, they have to unload. And no one wants to pick it up. And don't forget, these are rental cars. So every ding, every scratch around a very explosive fuel source that sits underneath the chassis is going to be interesting. All right. Yeah, we talked about Party City and Big Lots. We're going to talk about it to death, but yeah, end of an era. Real estate. Let's talk real estate for a second. So yeah, here's our home builders ETF. Again, ITB. The Pukal ratio is even worse than before. Last week was 12. This week is 13. Let me pull up the charts. And let me pull up the holdings really quick for you guys just to refresh. And we had Lennar's earnings come out last week. So they're the number two real estate developer, and they have inventory levels that are peaking as well. So yeah, let me show you what's inside. All right, here we go. DH Horn, Lennar, NVR, another developer, Polt, another developer, Home Depot, Lowe's, self-explanatory. Sherwin-Williams for paint, Toll Brothers, another developer. Top Build, I believe that's a developer. I'm not familiar with what that is. Number two, looks like more developers and vendors. But yeah, you get the idea. A lot of material and developers. So yeah, sector is in trouble, clearly. And yeah, stagflation, more to come. And momentum, as you can see, is now well below the zero line and mounting outflows. So you'll see as this catches more downgrades from analysts, larger institutions will start unloading. And yeah, it's the end of this chapter for ITB. And let's see if and don't forget, this is on a very thinly traded day, and it's this bad. Day after Christmas. Like it's that bearish that someone wrote down on their to-do list at 6:30 in the morning that I must short ITB. This is the Christmas miracle, I guess. The destruction of the home market. But yeah, good times. Oh yeah, this is our loser of the week. Oh, this is fun. Or real estate loser of the week. Let me pull this up. This is exciting. Okay. All right. So this is fun here. All right. So this is a guy commenting on another poster. So The pitch is, you know what, buy whatever, and you can always, you can change your rate later. And this guy got hosed. So maybe we should start with like the parent thread. All right. Here we go. Bad decision to buy a house. I bought an 850K house at 6.825% as a single breadwinner with a $6,000 monthly payment in 2023, hoping the rates will drop, but it seems like I was wrong and the rates show no decline. I now feel renting was way better than the amount of money I'm spending on housing and other expenses like water, electricity, lawn care, and heat. I make around 250K and my wife doesn't work yet. Sorting out visa issues. Holy shit. My base salary pretty much covers our monthly expenses, and I'm not able to save anything out of it. I have RSUs vesting every 3 months that I do not touch. This year alone, I have paid around 72,000 in mortgage, which could have been 36,000 had I been renting. On top of that, oh sorry, on top of that, a couple of thousands to furnish the house. Can someone please help me? Oh my God. So translation. Um, God, could this be marriage fraud? Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last time, right? Well, let's just say she's very hot. She is hotter than this guy is used to. Can we say that? He's acting like a total simp, and I understand. We've all been there. But he's also learning, hey, I bought a house. The wife is not going to sleep on an air mattress. IKEA is not going to cut it. Homeboy is learning quickly.
Yeah, but I think that 72K, he might get maybe $20,000 back as a tax break. No.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah. But then his PMI expense wipes that out.
yeah.
Because this is a massive jumbo loan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, poor guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he's learning. Women get more expensive as time goes across the x-axis, the y-axis goes up. Okay, all right. So that's the parent thread. All right, let's see this guy. So Mr. Anonymous on blind ended. Oh, sorry. Blind ended up getting raped pregnant and is now paying child support. A few people in the comments say they're in the same situation. Can't help but wonder how many people nationwide fall in this category. They will still get by as long as stocks go up and they don't get laid off. But if there's any kind of sustained drawdown in tech equities, especially if accompanied by more layoffs, we could see some desperate sellers in very high cost of living tech hubs. Oh, quick story from Folsom, Sacramento. I have a bunch of friends that work at the Intel campus up there, and they had their main campus shut down. They got relocated to the last building on the end. So they had a one-third Folsom level layoffs. So that's Intel for you, like now during Christmas, by the way. Okay. Um, I don't try to predict markets. Anyone who does it is either a retard or a scammer, but I won't be terribly surprised if a similar scenario plays out. Personally, I'm renting and taking profits where I can play long-term capital gains while this market rips, stashing cash in high-yield savings accounts and enjoying these high rates while I wait for an opportunity in real estate or equity markets. The obvious downside is that markets can continue to rip up and you get left behind, but I'm comfortable with the possibility that given the guaranteed 5%, blah, blah, blah. And I think a lot of smart money is playing it in a similar way right now. So yeah, I was just walking my dog yesterday, right? And we passed a big clump of Asian girls, and they happened just to be all talking about Nvidia stock. And I happened to be within earshot for about 40 seconds. And one girl, the ugliest one, was like, "Yeah, you know what? I don't understand the stock market, and I just parked all my money in a 5% CD." And I was like, "Shit, that girl might be the smartest one out of the bunch." So yeah, Warren gets intel from everywhere. But yeah, that was where was that? That was North First Street. in that area near the Guadalupe. So a lot of techies live and work there. So yeah, interesting little case study, huh? But yeah, homeboy's getting his face ripped off, and yeah, do not get laid off, bro, and uh, DNA test that baby. Holy shit. Warren has seen some bullshit. Yeah. Okay. All right, pivoting to tech news. All right, thank you for your patience. Finally, talking GPUs. But yeah, Microsoft, biggest buyer of NVIDIA Hopper GPUs in 2024, 500,000 units. What does that even look like? Let's take a look. I am curious. Okay. Um, Probably Alan's handled more of these than any one of us combined. But yeah, that's cool. Okay. So yeah, let's take a look. We haven't talked MSFT in a while. Any Bill Gates baloney? Not really, huh? Um, so yeah, let's see. Good dojis, slight dead cat bounce, but we'll have to see. It's being tested right now. Yeah, this is pacing SPX perfectly. No surprises here. Which means it's pacing NVIDIA perfectly, right? Translation. And yeah, this is a moment of truth. Doji. Yeah, we have to decide. But yeah, it is Christmas holiday liquidity, so that might explain a lot of that. Yeah, we'll see what happens. And here's our trend line at what did we draw this at? 130, 135, 135. So we're definitely north of the trend line at least. Okay. All right, well, that's Microsoft for you. And then let's take a look at AI data center deployments. Got some fun analytics here. All right, so here's Microsoft, we just talked about. So a large clump here for Hopper GPUs. Google's number two, followed by Meta and Amazon. Is this the data structure ranking that you were expecting? You'd think AWS would be top dog, but clearly um, the Azure cloud is flaming up. That's some major CapEx expenditures to eat Amazon's lunch. Oh, Jeff Bezos getting married. $600 million wedding. And
Wow.
if you're asking Warren, how do you spend that much money? I don't know. But after 2 million, like, or even after 20 million, like, what else are you buying? Sorry, let's find a wedding. Yeah, here we go. 600 million in Aspen with Miss with Miss Lauren Sanchez. She has more plastic in her face than your wallet.
How do they spend $600 million on wedding?
I don't know. Are you just lighting it on fire at this point? Like, she's terrifying. She is scary. I'd rather date Kim Guilfoyle over this. Like, I don't know what this is. It's just scary. I mean, I don't understand. Why? Why? Like, that's a lot of Botox. You could marry anyone on the planet. And
At
don't
least she can fly a helicopter.
wait, is that a joke? Is that a dirty joke?
No, she's a helicopter pilot,
Really?
What?
isn't she?
She's a
She really?
newscaster. No, she's she's an under the table sex worker. She's a news anchor, which is code word for sex worker. What? We're all uppity now? Like, you guys forgot. Actresses 200 years ago was synonymous with prostitute. Like theater, drama, they've always been prostitutes for the last 1,000 years. Like, what? Now we pretend they're not hoes? Yeah, she's an entertainment reporter. She's always been a hoe, professional hoe. Yeah, and this was Jeff Bezos' former friend, and she monkey branched to Jeff Bezos's crotch. Like, shit, watch your friends, man.
How old
This
is she? How old is she?
too old.
Too
Uh,
old.
and oh, this guy is a dirty mofo. He is ta head of talent development for the CAA. Uh, uh, this guy has been filmed. This guy has been blackmailed to the high heavens. He is a puppet at this point. He's a white boy too. Oh, game over. You are not allowed to be leadership at CAA without serious blackmail material. And he married this girl. Oh, that's a hell of an upgrade. So Lauren left him and then he married this girl. I'd say he won.
Yeah, she looks way better.
She looks hella better.
Yeah, hella better.
1983, she's my age. Oh shit. From Chile. Damn. Okay. Cute girl. But yeah, Lauren, how old is she? 55. She's 55. Those are city miles. Holy shit. Oh my God. And she has dyslexia. Oh my
I
God.
think she has something on him. There's some
Something.
blackmailing there.
No, no, no,
Oh,
no.
really?
She's no, she's what's called this is a South Park episode, right? She's called the bottom BZ. So how this works is for rich men, uh look, they're not going to be faithful, period, right? But what she'll do is she'll basically become his personal madam. She'll run all the threesomes, all the foursomes, she'll screen all the girls, she'll kick them out in the morning, she'll do all of the babysitting and hand-holding. That's really what's happening. She has accepted her role, like she's just going to facilitate all the action. It's not a bad deal. Like think about for Jeff Bozo. Like he can outsource this, and his sex life is gonna be epic and legendary for every single night for the rest of his life for a cheap, measly $1 billion. From his point of view, it's a rational calculation. He stays safe, he gets to sleep with everyone he wants, and no one can blackmail him because Lauren Sanchez is gonna kick their ass. Oh yeah, what about the helicopter?
Yeah, I still think that Mackenzie was so much better.
Oh, yeah. Like this is bizarre. I don't know what's going on here. No, 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 and no. Like they both suck. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's a horrible. All right, moving on. Um, so yeah, Amazon, you're in trouble. And Jeff Bezos doesn't have his eye on the ball. Who's the president at Amazon now? Who who is this jerk off? What are you doing? Where's Amazon? Who's current leadership? I should know this. Andy Jassy, who are you? Are you asleep at the switch? Clearly you know what you're doing. You've run AWS for 20 years successfully. Why is Microsoft making CapEx expenditures that exceed your entire profit margin? What is going on? Why are you stupid? Are you getting divorced? Are you distracted? Maybe. Yeah, let's think. He's been married to this girl for 27 years. Okay. So you're obviously cheating on each other. Both their fathers were senior wall partners. Okay, so this is a political marriage. So you're not faithful. Okay. So you're distracted and you're very tight-lipped. You have some serious skeletons. That is the look of a very sad and guilty man. What do you know? If I could torture you for 15 minutes, I'd get it out of you. Okay, but yeah, so there's a dumbass at Amazon, but yeah, Microsoft, Google, and Meta's kicking major ass. Holy shit. Okay, this is not what I expected. So yeah, Mag 7. The field is choppy. Should be exciting. All right. Labor news, the usual. Oh, international news. This is fun. Okay, so here's the overland demographic routes. Okay, if you had to sneak into the United States, I would recommend going over Canada over the southern border. Uh, how I know, I cannot disclose, but let's just say the coyotes are safer in the north, and your chances of getting raped are a lot lower. And the border on the north side is actually very porous and it's mostly woodland. So it's very easy to sneak back and forth, actually. Okay. Pivoting to the European scene, let's see. We got North Africans from the west. Western Mediterranean is this is the Strait of Hormuz, Hormuz, through here. And then the Italian side looks like it's going down. So what happens is a lot of North Africans will like get across rubber boats and try to hit to, like Sardinia and whatnot. And then here's the Turkish side. This has exploded, and kind of have to remember who was it? It was Gaddafi who kept order, between Libya and Syria, and now Turkey is funneling all of them. And Turkey is so dirty. Like they're not NATO, they're not classic Muslims. They just play all sides. They're just hella dirty. And if you've ever done business with Greeks or Turks, like tax evasion is standard procedure, and it's just bananas. Like these guys are just all over the place. It's not fun to do business. Western Balkans, that is not expected. Down 79%. Gosh. Flav, do you still have family back there? Relatives? Eastern land border, 200%. Wow. Why would I go east? Well, no, they're going west? Is that from the no, Ukrainian refugees? No. There's a lot to digest here. But yeah, here's the irregular crossings by nationality. Syria, Mali, Bangladesh, Ukraine, and Afghanistan. Mali is West Africa. That's the old salt, ivory, and gold capitals on the west side. Okay. Yeah, incredible. Europe is it's game over. And you have to remember, like, the best men in Europe died like 80 years ago. World War One, World War Two. So the pussies reproduced, and the bravest, the alpha males, they got wiped out in the trenches. Mustard gas, machine gun fire, and infections and fevers. And you wonder why Germans are such cucked pussies today. It's like, plus the indoctrination and the fact that genetically the better men didn't reproduce. It's just really sad. So yeah, Europe, you're toast. Oh, this is interesting. Let me pull this up. I've mentioned this in passing. Let me see if I can find this. Freemasonry, where is this? There was a like you guys know I'm a Mason. And there was one woman who posted, I saw this. She posted her journey. Here we go. My summary of my Masonic year. This is blasphemy according to our order. This is not allowed. And I'll explain to you why this is relevant from a European context. I've spent a lot of time in Europe. I've visited Masonic lodges there. I speak German. I visited Austrian lodges, both illegal and legal. So at illegal lodges, women can join. And the illegal one I visited, the master of the lodge, the leader, was female. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's not a sexist thing. Like, look, you don't allow females into the men's locker room and vice versa. That's it. Like Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. Like this isn't sexist. It's just like, look, these are men that want to kill people. Like, this is a Christian military order, basically. So yeah. All right. Long story short, this woman is very active in Poland and whatnot. She travels. She visits other illegal lodges, and when I visited the Austrian lodge, they were just starting refugee outreach. I still remember that. I think I even took a picture. It's somewhere in my Amazon photos. But and that pathological altruism scaled 15 years later has destroyed Austria among many things. And it's just it's just no accident that this woman also is doing the same thing. Uh like just stay in your lane. Like you don't like she doesn't understand what this is for. This is for the Crusades. This is to kill Saracens. Like she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. But she thinks we're just like a happy-go-lucky Elks Lodge. Yeah, but there's plate armor and shotguns, behind closed doors. Like, yeah. Okay, sorry, my little rant about Europe. Oil and commodities. Oh yeah, here's the Baker Hughes rig count. Let's pull that up. Let me drop this in the chat if you want to take care of it or bookmark this. Oh, what did Flav post? Uh, Piedmont. Yeah. Oh, last piece of shit rumor about the Cybertruck. How many people know the manual emergency door opener method? Oh, wait. And that's why you get stuck and you burn alive inside. How many people know what the emergency exit process is for the Model 3? It's very complicated. And if you were stuck inside, it might not, and you were under duress, you might not even get it open. You will burn alive inside. Okay. Okay, here's the rig count. It is lower. Canada is all over the place. International is lower too. Interesting. So yeah, $69 for crude is not good for business, obviously. Precious metals. Let's take a look at the gold silver ratio. Gold right now, 26.35. Silver ticking up 29.76. We are still holding Silver's anonymous meetings in case you are suicidal. We will hold meetings at 7 p.m. tonight. Yeah, silver price has been a disaster. Holy shit. Yeah. High of 34.86 about 2 months ago. And not fun since then. Gold a little bit better. And the gold silver ratio again is 88.6. So that's a little bit on the cheap side. So relatively speaking, silver is very affordable. The historical average has been about 86, 87 from all the times that we've been looking at it. Cool. But yeah. Oh, China news, the fun stuff. We did a quick preview on FXI, but yeah, we're just mainly watching the Shanghai Composite. And to Wani's point earlier, yeah, you can probably catch the ride up. But then again, this is Beijing, so uh, anything can happen. So, and technically, this would be bail-in number four, right? So, yeah, FXI here. One, two, three, and this would be number four. There's just not a lot of upside, right? Think about it. They're throwing trillions of dollars at this. And for FXI, it moved up what? $4 out of 30? And China's like I don't have the numbers, but um China's methodology of handling COVID was feeding its oligarchs. So they did, hence now we have the problem of EV dumping, right, all across the board. That was the lag time between 2020, 2021, funding their oligarchs and taking their cut, and then all the ports getting full in Europe and everywhere else. So now, yeah, I guess time will tell. But yeah, there's just limited upside. So considering that this will be number four, they're not going to spend as much money. Let's say it doesn't hit, 33, but it hits like 32. It's already 31. That's not much upside from 31 to 32 or even 33. I just rather wait, let them set a high water mark and then short the crap out of it. That just seems like more straightforward. Like I'd rather go long Nvidia, like all things being equal. So yeah. And let's jump to so that's the Shanghai Composite. Let's take a quick peek at the exchange rate. We haven't looked at this. Oh, it's 12.14. Where's my phone? Let me make sure I'm not losing my shirt. One second. Okay. Sorry about that. 7.29. Wow. Let's take a look historically where we are. 1 month. So Rumorville is, yeah, it will further deflate. Or sorry, it will further cheapen. So we'll see. Okay, cool. All right. Um, we've been at this level for a while, so but yeah, historically in the extreme, yeah, relatively cheap. Okay. Cool. And news-wise, this is not important. This is a Fugazi. But yeah, I showed you guys the patent for cutting undersea cables, so that's fun. But yeah, let me just show you guys a China Observer really quick, just to show you guys like headlines of intel from here. But yeah, there's extreme problems with civil servants. They're not getting paid all across the board. There's rail speed scandals happening, mass unemployment. Uh, we talked about Sam's Club being the go-to grocery store in tier one cities because no one trusts the domestic Chinese markets anymore because they've had fake food scandal after repeated fake food scandal, and people are actually getting sick left and right. It's pretty bad. Car dealerships are closing left and right. They call them 4S dealerships there because it does service, sales, and something else that starts with an S. It's a full service dealership, but they call it 4S. What else? Their 2 nanometer fantasy there has failed. Um, they can't do anything without hardware and skilled labor, so it's all been a fugazi. It's just extremely depressing there. I don't know how anyone can say China's doing well. Bankers are losing their jobs. It's crazy. And then the military purges are like they're shooting back. It's epic. We talked about that last week. And now we're seeing more of why the rocket force fell apart. It seems that now in retrospect, all the senior cadres rebelled against Xi Jinping. They said Taiwan can't be taken, and he basically cut their heads off for saying that. That's basically what happened. And Prince Andrew, who's caught in a lot of Epstein level stuff, there's Chinese spies who have been caught doing business with him. There's a handful of designated folks that are, we're tasked with getting honeypots through to the royal family, and apparently it succeeded. They're called the 48 Group Club. So yeah, this is China and British joint venture. I don't even know what you call it. It's just spies meeting other spies formally. I don't know what else to say. Handlers meeting spy masters. Sorry, British handlers meeting Chinese spy masters. Yeah, yeah, that's basically what it is. Lots of lords and ladies, a bunch of toughs, a toffs, right? The aristocrat slang. I've been watching a lot of Guy Ritchie movies. Toffs, I think, is the derogatory term. Toffs. Does Urban Dictionary not have British slang? Oh, here you go. Yeah, here we go. British slang, South Coast, used to describe the rich middle upper classes of the South by those who are not. Yeah, if you haven't seen The Gentleman, it's an amazing movie. Probably, yeah, one of my favorites by Guy Ritchie. It has an amazing ensemble cast. Matthew McConaughey, um, what's this guy's name? The Notting Hill guy. The Hugh Grant. Yeah. But yeah, it's amazing. It's really well done. And geopolitical to the max. There's triads. Russians. It's amazing. It's quite the underground thing. And I really want to write a story like this to explain what happened in Macau because I know the players. It's a good fun story, and it's just that era, and that was a product of it. I just got to tell the story. So yeah. Um, but yeah, I'm finishing the book first. So yeah, it's cooking. So yeah, that's it for today, I guess. Relatively short, 2.5 hours. Just talking shit about Tesla and everybody else. Let's see where the market's at right now. Where are we? Pretty flat for the day, huh? Still? Okay. Very flat. Okay. Rut's up zero point 0.6. That's uncharacteristic of it. But the Russell 2K does love to overreact. Well, cool guys. Questions, comments? I can stop the recording for now.